Hi, I'm Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent Nikken consultant. And this is a product showcase. It's one of almost 20 live calls that we do every week to share with you our experiences with the products. And a number of the live shows are also about specific technologies and about building the business if you decide to do that, and also how to be a leader. So get with the person who sent you to this video and check out all of those live presentations, because they kind of take you through a discovery process. But it all starts with the products, and I'm happy to be able to share that with you today. It's not an official Nikken corporate presentation, but rather by independent Nikken consultants. So I've been involved with Nikken for 19 years, and it's been a great boon in our lives because it's a whole nother dimension of self-care and active wellness, protecting yourself from environmental toxins, from stress, and from poor lifestyle choices, making it easy to make good choices every day. So I'm going to share a few slides and then have a guest join us. So give me a moment to share my slides here. Okay, this is Nikken. It's actually the world's leader in wellness technologies based on natural energy. They've been doing scientific research for over 40 years and have over 100 different products, mainly in 3 different areas, all different sizes and shapes and activities, but all based on replicating nature, based on science. So discovering active wellness is what we invite you to do by starting with Nikken Technologies. And the philosophy of the company is to help everyone live a life of balance. So the most important thing in daily life is to realize that your small decisions every day make a big difference in your health and happiness, and even your relationships and your career success. And this is something I learned by teaching. I started out as a lawyer, and I decided that the best way to save the world was to raise healthy families. So once I had my own family, I started counseling families and writing books about healthy families. And one of the things I found with my clients was that it's the little decisions every day that build up to success. It's not about making big resolutions in January or following one special diet. It's about making intelligent decisions 20, 30, maybe 50 times a day that build health. And that makes the difference between becoming humans being more and humans being under stress and not achieving your potential and not being healthy and happy. So it's the lifestyle choices, it's the self-care, it's taking an active role in your own wellness that really works. Today, our health situation is even worse than when I started with Nikken 19 years ago. And we are under incredible stress, financial, physical, from toxins, from recession, from downsizing, and from poor lifestyle choices. And stress is the biggest killer. It contributes to heart disease, diabetes, fatigue, weight problems, sleep problems, and all the things that reduce the quality of life, even if they don't kill us right away, like anxiety, depression, allergies, and so on. So if we can help our bodies respond to stress in a healthy way, it can make a huge difference for our health and happiness. Of course, we're all going to be stressed, but it's how the body can respond to it every day. And do you wake up in the morning still stressed from the day before or not? And that's where sleep comes in. 70% of Americans say they have sleep issues. Amazing. And we know that the immune system is suppressed 30 to 60% from one bad night's sleep. We have students that are staying up late with their videos and Facebook and phones, not getting the sleep they need to lay down their memories. And then at the other end of the spectrum, adults who aren't getting the sleep they need. So their anxiety builds up, depression builds, and their body starts to break down. Pollution in our air and water is in the headlines every day now. The World Health Organization attributes 7 million premature deaths every year to air pollution, but we have that problem right here in our own homes. The EPA in the United States says that our indoor air in most cases is worse than the outdoor air because we've closed in our houses so that all the chemicals we bring into most houses get concentrated in the air, and the positive ions, which are the bad ones, build up in the air. So it's harder to breathe inside our houses. We get more chemicals. It's true in our office buildings and our cars as well. Likewise, our water. We know there's over 160 contaminants have been found in tap water, and bottled water isn't much better. They try to make it taste better by taking the chlorine out, but it still has had 24,000 different chemicals have been found in bottled water, including endocrine disruptors. And I just heard yesterday that people are drinking birth control pills because the public tap water has the residual effects of residual remnants of the birth control pills that women are taking around the country. So we have a serious problem with, what did I do here? With the chemicals that are in our environment. The children suffer the most. 1 out of every 5 adolescents is considered obese, and that's a disaster, and it's not getting any better, and they're getting all these degenerative conditions, the chronic illnesses earlier and earlier, cardiovascular disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, even arthritic joints and autoimmune diseases. Less than half of adolescents. Just a moment. Would everybody mute themselves, please? Let's see. Where is this? There we go. I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. Less than half of adolescents are getting the recommended amount of vegetables. And of course, low-income families have it much worse. They may be in food deserts where there's no fresh produce within reasonable distance of their homes. And of course, they have less access to quality health care, more stress, more anxiety, more depression, and they're often the targets of obesity promoting kinds of products and advertising. Only 24% of high school 27% of high school children are getting the recommended amount of activity. And you can imagine why, if a lot of them are obese and low on energy because they're not getting the foods they need. So what is the answer? It is about humans being more. You taking an active wellness approach in your life, figuring out what will help keep you healthy and making a choice to take those actions. Be healthy by choice, not by chance. And the good news is that it's not as hard as everybody says. They say, well, you know, you have to have a perfect diet and you have to do all kinds of exercise. It's a lot more than that. It's easier and less and more because you can control your home environment so that your home is a haven of wellness. Clean your air, clean your water, and get a good night's sleep. And then you'll feel like moving more and eating better. So it's about controlling your environment. So this is where Nikken comes in. It's the most comprehensive, holistic approach of any company in the world. And it's based on the 5 pillars of health, giving us a balanced life. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy family, healthy society, and healthy finances. And we got very excited about that. We had both been working in Philadelphia as lawyers and decided that it was just not the lifestyle we wanted. We bought an old farmhouse in upstate New York, and we felt we'd given up the big money, but we were able to focus on our healthy body and healthy family and healthy mind and surrounding ourselves with positive people, which you don't find so much of in the legal profession, and giving back to society. We actually helped farmers and Indians fight in a high voltage transmission line that was going through their property. And from there, we learned the importance of the natural energy fields from the earth and the sun, and that this high voltage transmission line would increase the alien energies, and the ones in Canada were showing up producing more cancer and more disruption of the reproductive systems of cows and goats in Canada. And we saw pictures of 14-inch wide dandelions and two-headed calves. So we knew very early, back in the 70s, the dangers that our modern and electrified environment was creating. Now we have microwave towers all over the place, cell phones hanging from our waists or in our hands or by our ears, and we're actually in a lot of trouble. And the toxins, the chemicals in our environment have increased as well. The governments can't possibly keep up with all the new chemicals that are put into our environment every year. So Nikken gives us what we need to take care of this. Nikken has developed all kinds of things for the home, and I'm going to go through the products really quickly so I can invite our guests to share. I had studied nutrition for my family, and then in the 80s got certified as a clinical nutritionist by the U of P Dental School, so that I could teach it and share it with the family counseling and in the books that I've written. And when I looked at Nikken's nutritionals, I was so excited because they were at the cutting edge. They had top researchers coming up with fabulous formulas that were based on organic food as much as possible and not overdosing anything. So the body would recognize it as food and use it properly. It would not be a burden and a stress on the body, but rather giving it like we had an ideal diet. We also have an amazing skin care line. And nutritional products you can't get anywhere else, like the osteodens, if you're watching the video, which works with the body like the big lactoferrin molecule that develops the bones of a newborn. And we have that in our bodies, but this replenishes it as we age, protects our bones, and can even help them regrow. The other nutritional picture there is one of the also signature products. It's exotic fruits that have the highest antioxidant rating of any juice on the market. Plus, there's nothing added. It's all organic fruits. No water, no sugar, no colorings, no additives, preservatives. In the environment, we have a number of technologies. Our water is one of the favorite technologies that Nikken has because it does everything nature does, about 5 different processes. Filters the water down to 0.2 microns, then it alkalizes it, magnetizes it so that it's microstructured, just the way as if it came up out of the earth through alkaline minerals and nice magnetic rocks. So it's filtered and it's made so that it's totally recognizable by the cells. It just eats them up. And you get fully hydrated with this water, and you don't even have to drink as much because the cells just lap it right up. There's a little shower system there that also gives that Nikken PyMag water. And it gives micro bubbles that actually cleanse and moisturize better than any other shower. Nikken also works on light and air technologies. In most of our products, we have far infrared reflective, which creates warmth, and we also have a technology that has crystals that give off the good negative ions in our homes, so that especially in our sleep systems and our jewelry. So we're getting better quality air, easier to breathe, easier on the lungs. The signature products are the magnetic products for day and night, and I won't go into great detail. There's some wonderful live shows about sleep matters that you can find on the royalalliance.com. But we've been sleeping on a Nikken sleep system for 19 years. It's gone through several evolutions, always getting better. It's completely all natural materials now, no chemicals at all. And it creates the ideal magnetic cocoon, like you're totally in touch with the earth rather than surrounded by electric, sleeping on a concrete slab and so on. The comforter has multiple technologies with beneficial ions in the far infrared. And the pillow also is absolutely magnificent, magnetic and ergonomically designed. Two of our daytime products are showing here. The original product that Nikken started with in 1975 and became the fastest growing company in the history of Japan, the insoles, and they've gone through 4 evolutions as well, and absolutely fantastic. They are known to help with neuropathy from diabetic feet, just making the feet feel better and get more warmth down there, so that you don't have to expect future amputation, which is great. And then the other square there has exactly the same technologies as in the insoles and the bed. It's for the back, and half the country says they have back problems from time to time. And it warms or cools depending on what your body needs there, and just feels wonderful. But you can also put it on the tummy for cramps or indigestion, or on the chest for any breathing problems. So please explore more about those products. Use them. That's really what makes the difference. Your body knows. So now I'm going to invite my husband to share some of his product stories. I did have another guest, but apparently he's unavailable. So welcome, John. If you want to unmute yourself.
I did do that.
Okay, great. Well, welcome, John. Thanks for joining me on the spur of the moment, but I know that you have lots of great things to say about the Nikken technologies. So yeah, just go ahead and share what caught your imagination to start.
Okay. Can you see me, or?
Let's see. No.
Why is my camera not working? Well, okay, I guess it doesn't matter.
Did you unclick it in the lower left corner?
I have one that says start video. Is that?
Start video. Why would you have?
I have mute and I have start video.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. It has a red line through the video. You want
Yes.
to unclick that. Yes, there you are. Good.
Oh.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you.
All
Yes.
right. I didn't realize they called it video. Anyhow, yes, I have a couple of great things. One of the things that made a huge difference in my, well, two things that made a huge difference in my life. One is that as a child, I had allergies, and I had trouble breathing through my nose. Basically, my nose was so stuffed up from all my allergies and things that I always breathe through my mouth. And I did until after we got in the sleep system, and I slept on that for a couple months. And then I woke up one morning and I found I was breathing through my nose when I woke up, and I was like shocked because I didn't ever remember doing that. And I was, a mature man. and then over the next month or two, the period of time that I was breathing through my nose got longer and longer, and then I breathe through my nose all the time now. So it's made a huge difference for me. And it also apparently means that I don't sound like Darth Vader when I'm sleeping.
Right.
Which you've told me. But so that was one huge thing that's made a big difference in my life. And it's not anything I expected, and it's not anything I even knew I could fix, but it did. So that's really wonderful. And that points out to me one of the really valuable things about this stuff, that it really puts your body in the right energy, the right, perhaps it aligns your cells. You know, every cell has a positive and negative, and I don't know what it does exactly, but anyhow, it makes you better. And it fixes things you didn't know needed fixing, and I'm sure it prevents things I didn't know needed preventing. But anyhow, and the other dramatic thing for me that's made a big difference in my life is in driving. I don't know if you can see here, but I've got one of the seats on. This is an old seat on my chair here, and this is the new one's black. This is an old one, but we have about 20 of them, so I'm not going to replace them all. When we first got the seat, when I drive for any length of time, like an hour or two, I'd be all stiff, and I'd kind of sore. And when I get out of say the car, because a driving story, I'd be and I'd be have to stretch out and everything, and then I'd typically let you drive for another hour or two, and then I'd take over again and all that. Well, we got the seat, and we were driving from Philadelphia to Toronto, and after 2 hours, we stopped, and we were going to change drivers, and I got out, but I jumped out like I'd just gotten in, and I had never done that before. I was like, wow, this is cool. So I said, I'll drive next shift. And so I ended up driving the whole way to Toronto, which was about 10 hours. And wow, it's amazing. And not only did I feel relaxed and my back muscles were in good shape, and I wasn't stiff and sore, my legs weren't stiff, but also my passenger said I didn't act like a bear. And anyhow, so that's allowed me to do a lot of driving around the country. We bought a house about 6 years ago on the West Coast, and we are bi-coastal. We often drive, and I've driven across the country more than 20 times, and I really couldn't have done it without the seat. So the seat, I also have it on my desk chair, so when I'm sitting at my computer or my desk, I get the same benefits. And also we have them on our chairs and sofas by the TV, so that you can sit there and watch something. And you see a lot of particularly older people who have trouble getting up from a sofa or chair. Well, no problems like that. Man, it's like you don't even, you're not even conscious that it's been an effort. It's really great. So those are my two most dramatic things that I'm really happy with.
Cool. Thanks, John. Can you share about, you take a lot of the Nikken supplements too. Can you say how you feel about them?
Yes. I do take a lot of them. And I guess the biggest thing I can say is that I'm glad I don't know what I've prevented. I'm spry and fit and healthy, and I take hikes in the mountains, in Yosemite and all kinds of places. And my daughter was like, "You two did that hike?" Yeah. Well, yeah, we're very happy and healthy, and and I'm sure the not just the mattress, but the nutritionals have a lot to do with it. I have noticed, if I wasn't taking, they added certain things, like when you added the joint, my joints, well, never felt creaky again, that kind of thing. And I take the immunity, so my immune system keeps me strong. I rarely get a cold or anything. And just general good health. And I know we spend a lot of money on the supplements, but I think it's money well spent, because we don't buy over-the-counter medications. Well, we certainly don't get prescription medications. We don't get sick. We don't have any chronic, any of these degenerative diseases. And I'm of an age where many people were dead from those things. So it's been really useful. And thank goodness I don't even know what I missed.
That's a really good point. Yes, and we've always been focused on prevention, and Nikken gives us such a whole nother way of making sure we stay healthy. I love it. And we just have another minute, but can you talk a little about how you feel about our water, our PIMAG water?
Well, the water really tastes good, for number one. I know most people hate their tap water. So first off, it tastes good, but it's also good for you because it's one of the things that I think is one of the secrets to my success is that I avoid toxins, whether they come from food, water, sprays on the yard, or whatever. I avoid all those things, cleaning supplies. And there's a lot of things in water, particularly tap water, that I don't want in my body. And this filters them out. And it does do some things with technical things about makes the water PIMAG with some kind of things and puts minerals in and that kind of stuff. But anyhow, it's good, healthy water, and it tastes good, and I use it all the time.
Cool, thanks. Well, it's a pleasure sharing Nikken with you every day and every night, and I appreciate you joining me today, John, on our product showcase. So thanks very much. I'm going to go back to my slides here quickly. And the last slide is about discover it, live it, share it. Get with whoever sent you to this video and get some Nikken products. Start somewhere, whether it's the insoles, the pillow, the sleep system, the water, the shower system, the nutritionals, whatever it is, just get started because you will discover that Nikken is the leading company for active wellness, and you will build your faith in your body and your faith in Nikken, and you will get healthier and healthier as we have. So thank you for joining us, and check out the other live shows. And I will end our recording now. So thanks for joining us, and see you next time.